Hi, I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Toronto, and I'm here with Eugene Veeden, CEO and co-founder, Irina Zusman, COO and co-founder of BagsAway. Thank you both for coming and being part of this.
Thank you so much for having us here.
So very exciting, got a new proposition. You're solving a part of the travel, let's say, challenge and maybe pain point that people have in terms of getting their bags to where they need to be, but not necessarily dragging them with them all the time, right? If I hear right, that's the proposition.
Absolutely.
Did I do the pitch okay? Is that all right? Not
pretty
bad?
much,
oh,
pretty much,
it's really
not
good.
bad.
So that's the problem, and then you're part of creating a safe, secure, reliable way to solve that problem on behalf of business travelers, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
So great. Look, talk to me a little differently about, okay, travel's been, certainly in the last, 10 years or so and more, has always been a place where there's a lot of startup activity, a lot of tackling different segments of the market, and because it's a big dynamic market, right? But tell me a bit about startup culture for both of you, maybe how you got started and what got you here.
One of the things that got us here is a lot of traveling. We had, I'm also an Airbnb host, and one of the things that I've experienced is people saying, where do I store my bags?
Right.
And I said, well, I can't store it for you.
Right.
And it's just bad customer service to do that. So I thought, why don't I just grab a van, get a driver, and drive bags from the airport to the condo.
Right.
That was just a solution, right, to help people do that. And then they were asking, the customers were asking, hey, can I just store my bags on location? And I said, no, we can't. And I met her with Irina around that same time, and she suggested, why don't we do it? Why don't we find local partners, like a business,
Right.
and maybe they will be willing to offer their space in exchange for revenue.
Yeah, we were just trying to find something, like we needed places to drop off their bags, but I'm like, how do we do this without additional overhead?
Right.
So that's where ideas come from, and that's where the concept was born for us, and it's been very successful. Like some people are getting a lot of foot traffic, making that additional money. Kind of in the age of Amazon, kind of reconnecting the independent store owners to the online world and getting the traffic, like reintegrating them into that journey. So it's been exciting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and as far as
Helping the local businesses.
Yeah, and as far as the startup culture,
The startup culture, so we joined the DMZ, which is Ryerson's digital media program.
Right.
They are an incubator for startups, and I've never done a startup. Irina has a few. For me, it's a brand new world, and I gotta say, it's an amazing world. You sit with people at the DMZ who are also innovators. They've also have their own startups, and it's one of those things that will grow the country. I feel in the future, we are successful as a society because of startups.
Right.
Innovation drives from there. Innovation drives from an incubator that helps you with funding. So it's true capitalism. People come with ideas, somebody else comes with funding, you put it in an incubator, and you get a beautiful company who becomes a unicorn, like Uber, like Lyft. That's the hope.
Right. Well, and what's interesting is that I think for the travel sector in general touches so many people in so many ways, and just when you think like every sector, every part of it has somehow been tackled, the reality is it isn't, and there's always another way to take another slice of the pie, or at least look at another part of the process and say, wait, there's a better way. And travel is a great industry. I've been in it my whole career, but it is because you do touch people's lives in a very real way, and if you're solving their problems, it's a good thing.
Yeah, so it's actually an unanticipated and unaccounted for problem. So the thing is, at this point, people are not even sure that I can actually solve this. So we're at the point that we still have to bring in the awareness and the education piece to the puzzle, because if somebody would go onto Google to actually search for that, so you have to even have the idea that it exists as a solution. So we have a little bit of work ahead of us to actually integrate this. But that's the whole idea, to kind of integrate that into the booking process. As you booked a hotel, you booked your flight, did you account for your bags? So that's the bigger purpose there.
So when you talk about bigger purpose, so tell me a bit, just in general, like when you look at your proposition, or even when you're pitching for capital, what do you tell people? Like, what's the big dream? Where do you go with your company?
We want to be in every city, in a lot of locations where travelers are, to make sure that you're not walking more than 5 minutes where you want to drop off your bag. That's one of our dreams. We want to be everywhere to help everybody with this problem. Based on that, we started expanding to different cities and acquiring more locations and kind of advancing, educating people so that they know we exist, so that you're not struggling with your bags.
Right.
I mean, it's we're getting there.
Well, the vision is a holistic journey
Yes.
in key destinations where people are going to and where they are experiencing this particular pain point. So we're just kind of following along, seeing where the trends are, where the need is, and that's where we're sprouting and expanding to.
Well, and everybody wants on-demand services, right? More and more last minute all the time. I mean, we even see it in our business of doing what we do, that the decision making is always so much more last minute now than it ever was. And you still get there, but it's just a matter of, and people's plans change and travel changes all the time, right? So that flexibility is really important.
I see that the trends are really last minute, especially for corporate. Your business plans change drastically. Director gives a call, says, well, you have to be at this meeting, change your plans. We've noticed it from our bookings, that 90% of our bookings are last minute from our trends. 10% of the people book ahead, and I suspect that those are families, people that have bags and they know where they're going, they know their itinerary.
Right.
But executives specifically, we have executives that book with us. They are by the hour, to the hour.
Well, the on-demand travel, the last-minute bookings, so it just kind of changes the expectations that the travelers have. So as they book hotels and Airbnbs on the go, they expect every part of their journey to be the same. So, as amazing as that is, it also kind of presents a challenge because the flexibility and the convenience, but booking last minute, you kind of unaccount for certain things, and it does create problems. And this is where we have the opportunity to offer the solution. So just as you can deliver your bags and do everything on demand, deliver your groceries, book reservations online, whatever it is. So kind of luggage storage is just another piece of that puzzle, and it allows us to kind of insert ourselves and let people know that there is a solution to that.
Well, best of luck with your venture. Very good.
Thank you very much.
BagsAway, Eugene, Irina, thank you for being here. And I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Toronto.
Thank you.